Well, we're here for a home inspection, so let's get started. So we're at a 3-year-old house with concrete tile roofs. These are flat tile. So we've got some flashing up in between these two areas. This water's going to run down right in the middle there and run down right above your driveway. So if you get some excess water right above your driveway, you might want to add a gutter up there. Concrete tiles look good today though. That is dried up rat. Backyard grill area, travertine tile, and into a little hot tub area. Right now the trim looks pretty good, but in Arizona this paint is going to wear thin after a few years, so make sure you keep this paint updated. So we got the main water meter down here going up to the main water shutoff valve. Main water shutoff valve at the front of the house is operational. We're sitting at about 70 psi water pressure right now, and it ties into the irrigation system through copper piping into PVC going down into an irrigation manifold. Now this allows you to turn the water off to the house if you need to go on vacation and still want to irrigate your plants. We've got some minor stucco cracking on the exterior of the stucco walls. Nothing serious. A nice coat of paint would fill in these small cracks. If you get anything of substantial size, you want to put some flexible caulking in there just to fill in the gap and then paint over the top of it. That's one of our drains for the backyard. We need that to drain out to the street. Main plumbing cleanouts. Out the front patio, you can see this efflorescence, which is just that white calcium deposits. That's probably from roof runoff and water getting sucked into the concrete right at this area. So just keep your eye on it. There's probably not much you could do. Maybe you could seal in this patio just to prevent that from happening. But if you're getting moisture below and it's absorbing up, check your irrigation. You might be overwatering. Got some vents on the soffit area. That's going to help your attic breathe, especially over those vaulted areas up top. Now on the other side of the driveway, you have the electrical service entrance with the electrical master shutoff is going to be in there, and you've got the gas pipes going up. That's your main gas entrance. Your main shutoff valve for your gas system is going to be right there on the side of the meter. Right here. Photo cell on the side of the house for the lights out front, so when it gets dusk out, this is going to turn your lights on. Inside the electrical panel looks good. We do have a wire nut here that they've disconnected for the cooktop on the inside of the house. Arc fault breakers right here. We're going to test every one of them. Make sure they all reset for us. All good. Also, we're going to find the energy efficiency certificate of compliance. Doesn't mean a whole lot to me, but the home buyers do like to see that stuff. Pre-treatment marks for the termite treatment. Alright, so we've got the direct vent chimney. That's going to be for the instant hot water heater, and then we've got the vents for the laundry room and the vent for the dryer right out the side. Smaller air conditioner unit. Looks like we've got a 2020 model. 1.5 tons. And the bigger carrier unit is 2021 model, and this is a 4-ton model. So we got 4 ton plus 1.5 tons. We got 5.5 tons of cooling. Pool level is a little bit higher than it should be. Rear door is way down farther than it should be, and the water is higher than it should be. We're also missing a diverter at the bottom of this skimmer that diverts the water to the proper cleaning system. You can control how much water each one of those valves in your pool gets by opening these valves up. Each one of those valves correlates with another one of these spillways. 1, 2, 3. So say we turn the middle one off. Get the middle one off. Turn the one on the right off. Basically turns one on the right off. So 1, 2, and 3. Got low voltage for the outdoor lights in the backyard. Run through that transformer there. GFI protection for the pool light. All the electrical system. Got a variable speed pump here in Teleflow. And then we've got a Pentair Clean and Clear Plus cartridge filter, spa blower up on top. And we got a natural gas water heater for the pool here. You can hear it running. TPR discharge valve down at the bottom. And this is for the cleaning system. This is attached to all the jets on the bottom of the pool. So now that you have the spa blower on, we're getting a lot of these bubbles. So we can take the thermal camera, throw it up to the water heater here on the pool heater. Just verify that it's firing a few hundred degrees on the exhaust there. It's going to be hard to determine when the water starts getting warmer because it takes a while to warm water up, especially when you have hundreds of gallons of water. So you're looking at a water temperature 64, 65. Maybe some of the water coming out is 71. So you've got a little bit of a differential there. You're going to want to get one of those covers where you can actually leave this plugged in and have the cover protect that from any water damage. Grill seems to work just fine today, but I'm seeing a lot of this white efflorescence. I thought maybe it was the way it's supposed to look, but we've got a lot on the exterior walls too, all the way around the perimeter. From overwatering, and the water goes up into the fence and then evaporates, and we've got all this white stuff. So I'm not 100% certain that, yeah, that has to do with moisture for sure. Look at all that. It follows the bottom down there. Interesting. Yeah, there you go, Captain Obvious. It's right there. Yeah, it's pretty normal for the stucco to dry and pull away a little bit. It's not normal to see bends in the window like that. Well, it's likely from an installation problem. Now you've got a bigger gap there that you need to fill in. Just keep the water out. So your drain from the backyard is supposed to drain through here and out that drain towards the street. Right here we have condensate disposal lines, so this is going to drip pretty constant throughout the summer. If you see water dripping through that window, you see how this is, well, they kind of missed the window there, but they sometimes put these right directly over the window. So if you see that dripping, that means you've got an HVAC problem up in the attic and you need to call an HVAC tech immediately. Over on the side of the house, they have the vents for the kitchen vents coming out here. Nice gas stub for natural gas on the side of the house if you want to put a additional gas stove or a fire pit or something like that back here. You've already got a gas stove and a fire pit on that side, but just in case you got another gas line. All right, let's get up in the attic. Lights are out. Somebody left a towel on the furnace vent. That condensate breather pipe, I'd like to see it go over the top of the drip pan there. And this drip pan, we got to get this debris out of there. If that debris washes down into the drain line, it's going to get clogged up. Attic space over the garage doesn't have any insulation, perfectly normal. Got a Lennox furnace up here in the attic. April air, fresh air intake. Here you can see the red and the blue PEX lines coming in for the water service. Ventilation duct work. Trusses, and your blown in cellulose insulation. Things look good up here. Hallway bathroom, sink works great. Caulking around the sink looks awesome. No leaks underneath the sink anywhere in the cabinet. Everything's nice and secure. Give the toilet a nice shake. We're all good there. Shutoffs look good. We've got PEX coming through the wall. Now this is not your standard tile. This is more like a laminate, almost like a wallpaper type material. It's a hard plastic, but it's framed in right here. So just keep your eye on it if water gets behind that. I can't tell if there's a waterproof barrier behind it or not. But plastic tub looks good, works great. Shower looks great. Light kit, air coming in and air going out in your exhaust fan. Clean that thing out about once a year. You'll get better performance out of them. So we have 3 thermostats today. We've got one thermostat at the front of the house, in the bedroom, Got another thermostat in the living room. Temperature sensor in the primary bedroom. And thermostat on the second floor. Don't forget we've got another temperature sensor in the front bedroom on the second floor. Got 1, 2, and 3 racks. They put the skinny rack in the middle. That's kind of cool. What brand is this? Asco. Very cool. Scandinavian. Cool oven. Light. Nice Wolf gas range. I just want to know it fires up. Looks good to me. And we have a Wolf vent. We got some lights. Fan that goes out. Variable speed. Then of course your grates back in here. Back to your fan blower. It's nice and clean. Well, we even have a Wolf microwave. About 3 years old. Quick start. Start quick on. Yeah, it goes for about a half a second. Interesting. There we go. It's working. And of course with the Sub-Zero fridge freezer combo. Nice big freezer section. Now this is countertop depth. I like the controls up top. They're nice and clean. You can see why this fridge is nice for this location. It fits in there perfectly. Really nice and clean kitchen. Things are functioning just fine today. You've got nice drawers on the side of the counter. It's a really nice island. Has both your dishwasher and your sink on the island. Got an RO system underneath the sink. Test it for water flow. Good water flow. Wolf oven, Wolf vent, Wolf microwave, and then a Sub-Zero refrigerator. Nice clean kitchen. Got a self-closing slider because we have a pool outside. This is for safety, so it automatically slides. And you have an extra latch up here at top, but this isn't latching at all. Need some fixing here. Nice stone floor in the shower. Nice walls. You just want to make sure you get all this sealed in. Make sure it doesn't leak out. These floors are notorious for getting little cracks in them, and you won't see them because of the style of the floor. So seal it in good so you keep all that water inside. Heading up into the second attic space above the primary bedroom. This is where that second air handler is, or furnace. So we've got a nice little OSB platform here to get over to the HVAC equipment. Do have some bathroom vents. That's pretty loopy. Nobody likes a droopy bathroom vent. And a stray J-box laying on the ground there. But the faster these go up, the less condensation in that line you'll get. We'll work our way back in here. About 10 inches of blown in cellulose insulation. Then back to our other carrier furnace with our drip leg on our gas line coming in, again with more debris in the drain pan, and that condensate line needs to go a little bit farther over into above the drain pan there. Now the furnace flue looks fine. Up and out of the attic, that's where that other B vent went. I was just surprised by the square footage of this house that they had 2 units. Now we've got our dampers here, barometric bypass damper by Aprilaire. That's going to control those separate rooms with the temperature sensors in them. Now we've definitely had some leaks in the pan before, and I'm going to recommend that you have this system serviced before you move in, because it's a vacant house and I don't know how long it's been sitting here. It's a 3-year-old home. Doesn't really look like anybody's lived in it very hard. That's where some of our ventilation for this attic space is coming from, those soffit vents that we were pointing out when we were outside. Now we do have a radiant barrier roof sheathing that's going to help radiate some of the sun rays back out of this attic before they even get in here. I see this in almost every house I go to. You've got the rock wool insulation over there. That bat insulation is supposed to go over the attic door, so when you close it, it's supposed to follow on top of this door hatch. So this is insulated here. So get yourself some spray adhesive, spray on the back of that drywall there, and then stick that insulation on top of it so it doesn't fall off, and then your HVAC technicians don't put it back on where it needs to go. So we've got power to the ceiling fan right now. We both have the fan spinning and we have a light on. Now in this home there's 2 switches. One's going to control the light and the fan. The other one's going to be a dummy switch, because both of the wires for both the fan and the light are now directed only into this one switch, and you have to control it with the remote. So the second switch does nothing. They put that there in case you want a ceiling fan that you can control the fan and the light separately just with a switch. Now in this room we've got a fan and ceiling light connected through this one singular switch, but it's only controllable with the remote. There's no on and off switch at all. And this switch off to the right hand side, it was potentially for just the fan blades at one point in time, but now since they're not using it up there, this is going to be a dummy switch. The wiring for it is still up there, you just don't need it for these. So your garage door sensors are working, but we like to see them about 6 inches up. I would lift them just a couple inches. Lift them up just a couple inches there, just to make sure that nobody can just walk right over the top of that sensor. Got a tankless water heater, Rinnai, set at 120 degrees. TPR valve off to the side, discharging any excess pressure or temperature. Got a 3/4 inch gas line coming in, connected to a GFI outlet. Now I noticed on the water softener here that it says check salt. We're lacking some salt inside this water softener today. So definitely need to fill that up, possibly get it serviced by a technician. Glad that they ran it the way that they did. They ran copper through the wall instead of this plastic pipe. It needs to be a rigid, hard pipe. Fire barrier safety. Taking a look at the insulation stamp in the garage here. Really nice cabinets all the way around on this north side of the wall or the west side of the wall. It's really nice cabinets, have a little latch right inside of them that you need to push down on to open up that second door. Rubbermaid. Good quality though. Got another set of shelves over here, some cabinets. These are self-closing doors. Really nice drawers too. Cabinets up on top. Of course there's no back, that's just wall. Looks like it's hung from a hanger up there, up on the top of the wall, but they aren't all the way down to the ground. They aren't mounted on the floor, so you can actually clean out underneath of it. Vaulted ceilings upstairs, so no attic space above the main house. Each bedroom is going to have its own smoke detector. those are just smoke detector. You can tell because it's only got one set of 3 little lines on one side. If we go over here, this is a carbon monoxide slash smoke detector because it has both sides, has those 3 little lines. So carbon monoxide detector, detecting anything that might come up to the bedrooms. Smoke detectors, all wired and interconnected in the bedrooms. Here's another carbon monoxide smoke detector mounted to protect these bedrooms in the front hallway from anything that might be coming in from the garage. And then in the bedrooms, you're just going to have smoke detectors. One is missing there. And we don't have any in here. Yeah, there it is. Right behind me. And then because you have a primary bedroom back here, we need another carbon monoxide slash smoke detector to protect this bedroom from carbon monoxide. And then we'll have another smoke detector in the bedroom. All of these are interconnected, so if one goes off, they all go off. If your detector has holes on both sides, it's likely carbon monoxide and smoke. What brand was this again? Osco. Looking good. Central security system here. Not testing today. Laundry room. You've got both electric and gas hookups here. Goes right out the roof though. Nice laundry room sink. So all in all, a pretty cool house. Don't see too many things going wrong with it today. A broken latch here. We have a safety lock up here for the sliding glass doors. You can lock this one side shut. The other side has a self-closing mechanism for pool safety, which is good to know. Here's your remote for the automatic curtains that drop down. Beautiful kitchen, beautiful cabinets. I do like to see different cabinet screws. See if I can show you one of them here. Cabinet screws that they use in here don't really have a shoulder to them. So you've got a screw head there, but typical cabinet screws will have a shoulder, so it grabs this and pulls it into the wall. Not present here. Thanks for following me on another home inspection walkthrough. I'm Home Inspector Dan. If you want to book me for an inspection in the Phoenix, Arizona area, please find me at homeinspectordan.com or ppginspections.com. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.